take a look at this highlight right now. Kurt Warner returned to the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 36. Ken Wisenhunt used to coach these guys on the Pittsburgh sideline. Mike Tomlin is now the head coach there. Ben Roethlisberger fading back to pass. 2nd and 8, second play of the opening drive. And Ben Roethlisberger with a wide open Hines Ward. Super Bowl 40 MVP takes it 38 yards to the Arizona 32. 3 plays later, Roethlisberger finds Heath Miller, takes it all the way down to the 1. 3 plays later, 8th play of the drive, 3rd and goal from the 1. Pittsburgh trying to get on top early. Roethlisberger buying time, calls his own number, leaps for the end zone. It's called a touchdown, except...
Well, they're going to challenge it. They're going to challenge this thing. Is he in?
Well, Ken Wisenhunt has seen this sort of thing with Roethlisberger at the goal line in a Super Bowl before. Back to Super Bowl 40, Roethlisberger was given a score and a touchdown. Didn't even think he got close to the end zone. Mike Holmgren challenged it, and it was upheld as a score despite a review. Now let's go back to Super Bowl 43, and that was Bill Levy with the score. He is ruled down before getting in the end zone.
Thank God for replay, Rich.
Yeah, and they kicked the field goal. They don't go for it on 4th down.
Were you surprised about that?
A little bit, yeah.
So here we are, 3rd and 10 of the next Steelers drive. Roethlisberger doing what he does, Dion.
Yes, he's mobile. He's a big fella, but very mobile, and he keeps his eyes downfield. Great completion to Heath Miller.
To convert on 3rd and 10 for the first down. 7 plays later, same drive, 11th play of the drive, and Gary Russell punches it in. Mike Tomlin sees his team go up 10-0, so he scores on the goal line this time.
Exactly, and when you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers and their defense, you feel like that they have control of the game.
So the Cardinals need to get back in this game. They're down 10-0 with 9 and change to go in the first half, and here's Anquan Bolden making a big play down to the 1-yard line. Very next play, Warner stumbles, stays on his feet, and finds 7th-round draft choice Ben Patrick, first 7th-round choice to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl since 2005 with the New England Patriots. 2 possessions later for the Steelers. Santonio Holmes tip drill. Carlos Dansby picks it off. So now the Cardinals with 2 minutes to go in the first half have a chance to take the lead. 5 plays later, Kurt Warner to Larry Fitzgerald. This was his first catch of the game, Dion.
Yeah, you know, he wasn't active early. They did a great job of double covering him, keeping him away from the ball.
3 plays later, it's a pick by James Harrison, and Harrison is still on his feet with time ticking down in the first half. He's still on his feet, plus side of the field. If the Cardinals could get him down, it would still be 10-7 Pittsburgh at the half. Instead, it is a half-ending pick 6, longest play in the history of the Super Bowl, Marshall.
You know what, Rich, when you take a look at this play, I mean, he read it perfectly, read Kurt's eyes, went to the hot route. But what I like about this play is the caravan of defense. Yeah. You go from defense to offense really fast. He did a good job of staying in bounds, understanding that, look, you got to take this all the way to the house.
All the way. Booth buzzed down, and it was upheld as a touchdown with no time left after Bruce Springsteen played. Here come the Arizona Cardinals on 3rd and 6, opening possession of the second half. Ball is loose. James Farrior knocks it loose. James Harrison recovers it, but Ken Wisenhunt thankfully had another challenge in his pocket. That's clearly a forward pass, incomplete.
I really don't agree with that call, not at all.
You thought it was a fumble?
I thought it was a fumble.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger up 17-7, doing what he does best again.
You got to get him on the ground.
But this is called roughing the passer instead of what appears to be a clear intentional grounding.
Exactly. They missed the intentional grounding call. They did call the roughing the passer. Those were the kind of things that was happening. Weird night.
But the Cardinals still held on a field for the Steelers out for a field goal, and this is called
roughing the
holder or something. It's called obviously
he's protected just
roughness.
like the kicker is.
Why?
Because he's defenseless. He's a defenseless holder.
His knee.
Maybe should have turned around and faked like he wasn't trying to run him over.
3 plays later, though, with a fresh set of downs, the Steelers are held out of the end zone, so it's still a 20-7 game with 11 minutes to go in regulation when Kurt Warner begins to get hot over the middle right there to his tight end, Matt Spaeth. 2nd and 4. Kurt Warner underneath to J.J. Arrington. J.J. Arrington takes it towards the red zone. It's 1st and 10 with 9 minutes to go. There's Larry Fitzgerald. We haven't seen him in a while. That's his second catch of the game. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A crucial sequence. The Cardinals cannot settle for a field goal, down 13 with 7 and change to go, and Larry Fitzgerald brings it down.
Sooner or later, this guy's going to make a play. Kurt's going to find him late in the game. He's going to make some plays. Go up, Dahl, and make this catch for the touchdown.
The one thing you don't want to do with Kurt Warner is allow him to get in the rhythm, and we saw him get in the rhythm, and you saw them put the ball into the end zone.
So the Steelers need to get some first downs with 6:43 to go, and Darnell Dockett, Warren, with a huge sack.
I tell you what, Darnell Dockett came up big for him in the game. Got his team up there and got pressure on the quarterback, got Big Ben down, and got him back the ball.
Steelers would be forced to punt. 3rd play of the Cardinals ensuing possession with 4:30 to go. It is over the middle to Steve Breston, 23 yards down to the 26-yard line. 3 plays later, after an offsides penalty, Warner can't connect with Ben Patrick, so they've got to punt. They've got to punt and play defense, but they pin the Steelers deep back in their own end.
Great
Ben
punt by the
Roethlisberger, great catch by Santonio Holmes, except there's laundry in the end zone.
Holding in the end zone is a safety.
No.
That's not a safe. That's not a hold in the end.
That's a hold.
That's a run over.
So it's 20-16. Arizona down with 2:46 to go, and here's Larry Fitzgerald again in the clear, and no one's going to catch him. Arizona takes their first lead of Super Bowl 43 with 2:37 to go in the game.
And now the game comes down to Pittsburgh's offense and Arizona defense.
Who would have ever thought?
Who said that?
That's what it would come down to. How did this happen, Dion?
Ike Taylor gave up the inside. It's a cover 2. Certainly it's a cover 2 man. Cornerbacks underneath, safeties over top. Troy Polamalu jumped to the corner route by another receiver.
So 2:24 in the game after a holding penalty puts him in a huge 1st and 20 hold. Roethlisberger buys some time, flips it, and it's complete to Santonio Holmes for 14 yards. 2 plays later, it's 3rd and 6. Huge 3rd and 6. Deep in his end. Roethlisberger to Holmes again, moves the chain.
This is what he's been doing all year. Buy yourself some time and find the open receiver late.
3 plays later, it's Roethlisberger to Holmes, who makes a play, and he's in the clear. Down to the Cardinals 6 with less than a minute to go.
I don't know how you put 47 on him.
2 plays later, 8th play of the drive, Roethlisberger, all sorts of time. What a throw over 3 defenders. Holmes, did he get his feet down? The refs say he did, and the replay shows that Santonio Holmes did get his 2 toes down to put the Steelers on top with 35 ticks to go. Wow. 4 catches for 73 yards for Holmes on the drive. Dion, this is body control at its best.
Body control. This is just a sign of a poised receiver. Just can't wait to have the opportunity to make a big play, and he did.
Larry Fitzgerald doesn't want to believe it, but it's true, Larry. They've lost the lead. The Pittsburgh Steelers are up by 4. Now that defense trying to stop Kurt Warner with 2 timeouts to go. Warner finds Fitzgerald down to the 43. 2 plays later on the Steelers 44 with 15 ticks to go and out of timeouts. And Lamar Woodley forces the sack. Brent Kiesel recovers. And that's the way the Pittsburgh Steelers wrap up their NFL record 6th Super Bowl title. 27-23 is the final.